Up yours, friends, is a Super Mario Kart mod. Super Mario Kart Limited 1, SMK Limited 1. Little disclaimer before I begin. One is doing 100cc runs again, as those are the standard. For most other Mario Karts, 150cc would be the standard. The other disclaimer is that, along with F-Zero Stage 1, maybe that same guy, I don't know if I want to keep doing F-Zero Super Mario Kart mods, because they can get kind of samey for the most part. However, I'm fine with doing them on request, but they're not going to be on top of the list. I just wanted to show you that, yes, I can do Mario Kart hacks just fine. That, and it's the mod. It's in Japanese, of course. Here's the first track. For a lot of these tracks, or actually, this applies to Super Mario Kart Limited 1 and 2, is they don't have names. The other ones do have names in Japanese that I ostensibly translate for my own purposes of understanding what's going on. But for that stuff, you know, you're not going to see it unless you're looking it up, doing like time trial mode or something, or match mode in 2-player. So we'll just say, hey, look, it's a Mario Circuit 1, you know. But for other Mario Kart mods, I'm speaking specifically of one, which is Super Baldi Kart. I would like to do that again sometime with requests not needed, because it's different enough. It's got different music and different style tracks that, yeah, I could probably just do that offhand at some point. Not right now, though. Like I said, on request. Yeah, I'm using this as kind of an opportunity to just kind of vent off a little bit. The other reason I want to do some of this real quick is that I wanted to see if I could do side-by-side a larger project with a smaller project such as this, since it's only going to be like 4 videos. Because I kind of want you to have some content while I'm working on my big shit, instead of just you waiting a week. Since, you know, realistically, even for the big content, I could, by myself, without any extra input, I can do it myself, usually within a day. But going to the extra research to do the, you know, the amount of information that goes into it, as well as adding commentary, which doubles the time automatically. You know, it takes longer than it might need to be. But, you know, we'll work on it. Maybe I can end up being faster over time. That's just going to be a physical limitation I have to overcome. This is a Ghost Valley track. I gotta say, I'm not impressed with these tracks so far. A lot of these are like this, where you're just going around really quickly, and it's not too interesting. However, the lack of what could be said to be interesting causes the AI to probably catch up with you a lot sooner than you expect, so the difficulty comes in the relying on the simplicity a little too much, so you're complacent and the AI kicks your ass. You don't want that. Oh yeah, don't feel too bad if you're not getting first all the time. What matters is that you get the gold. There's no extra points for getting first all the time. Unless you're doing like the other Mario Kart games with 3-star ratings. I don't know if I have that kind of patience for that. Even though that can unlock stuff if you do it that way. Yeah. So, I don't know if I'll be doing Super Mario Super Circuit. Besides that being Game Boy Advance title, I haven't decided on Game Boy Advance titles yet. Because of the, well, handhelds have odd resolutions. But yeah, you'll get a Mario Kart 64 thing again at some point. I'll be alright with that too. F-Zero X, though, I don't know. I have to go try it again. I might have gotten better on it, but, like, I can't do expert mode yet, and that's kind of where I want to be with that. Not to mention unlocking the cars, this makes you wonder which one it should be. No, that's going to be Captain Falcon, but still, you know, you have to do the game in order to unlock the cars to probably do better at the game. Sometimes. Depends on what you're really good at. This is a Cocoa Mountain sort of deal. It's made of chocolate. I was like thinking to myself, hey, I've been on a chocolate mountain for real now. It's made of chocolate, don't you know the heebie-jeebs? As usual, it is beneficial to be Mario not just because for the balance, but because selecting the character determines which people are going to be following you. Feathers are going to be extremely helpful in mods like this, because you'll be able to make really big shortcuts that was probably not accounted for. I can do better with some of these shortcuts, by the way. At least at later points when I actually have to. Then you'll know I'll be making the big skips. So if you want to do the big skips, better figure out how that leaf works real quick, son. Especially since it didn't come back into the Mario Kart hood until Mario Kart... did it come back in Mario Kart 8 by any chance? I don't know what good that would be, considering it's like 0G. So gravity means nothing. In this world. In this world. Yes, 3 first places still get showing up. That's important if you're like me and you're doing badly enough, you're just going to be like, nah, restart the thing. Especially if I don't think I'm going to have points to get a gold trophy. Luckily, I didn't have to worry about keeping track of saves, because I get a cup, that's it. No other save to worry about except for the single SRAM file. Not a fucking... Alright, there's something different for you, finally. You thought I was just going to stay all boring and shit. Nuh-uh. Here's the first, what I consider interesting track. We have this, like, little boardwalk here that's made entirely out of jump plates. Let's see how it works out. I'm not going to mushroom that, though. That's just asking for it. Yeah, everyone just hops like a maniac, and, I don't know how well items work there. I know if I used the mushroom, I'd probably be just going all over the joint and landing right into the deep water, so I decided not to do that. It's funny, though. It's like, yay, something of note that actually makes this mod worth doing. There's a few other tracks like that. I mean, not like this, but ones that say, you wouldn't have seen something like this in the original Mario Kart. Before, it was just like, alright, this is something you could probably come to expect of an average Mario Kart. But this is where we dial it up a little bit. Because the rest of the track is normal besides this spot. Also appreciate, because of the nature of Super Mario Kart in particular, for items, where they're like one use only, or you get one-time use from the box and then it stays used, is you can place them just about any old where. You can have them littering the joint. Most of the time, it's going to be like one section of the track, but plenty of times, in this mod and others, there'll be at least 2. Depending on the length of the track, or just because you want like something out of the way. I feel like that's not something that's done in the later Mario Kart, since the items are generated, but when they don't, it's cool to have them in other spots to look out for. So, if I'm going out of my way for stuff, that's probably why. Looks like the last track of today is Donut Plains. That's, silly. It's silly for a couple reasons. Look, it looks like a square. That's not the silly reason. The silly reason is we get gophers in the Mushroom Cup. I mean Monty Moles. Which I consider to be gophers, the way they're acting here, but... no, they're Monty Moles, and they're just as annoying as ever in Mario Kart. But having them in the Mushroom Cup just sounds like a slap to the face. Alright. Ooh. I think he fell off the track and had to get back on. I was wondering, since he was about to lay a banana, whether he managed to throw it or if he slipped on that too. But the answer is no, because I would have heard it on the bottom screen. In Japanese. In Japanese. Yeah, playing this game in Japanese doesn't really amount to much. I mean, it's going to play just exactly as you think it would. And you don't. And if you've played Super Mario Kart, you don't actually have to guess too hard at what the menus do. You kind of only have a few ways to do it, Process of elimination. A lot of the stuff that I play that might be Japanese mods will be like this. However, for certain things, like, I'm thinking, there's this one emulator that makes it so, or not emulator, the whole emulator thing, it's RetroArch, that makes it so that you can automatically translate, probably through the Google Translate API, some of the Japanese text, which is going to be useful if I have to do an exclusive RPG someday, which won't happen. But I'm talking about for, like, Mario World hacks that are in Japanese that have text that I might actually need to read from the text boxes, not the level names. So, if I'm going to do something like that, maybe I don't know, I could just go by that, but like I said, it'd be a real-time thing. I'm not sure how well that'd work out, and it'd just be for my purposes. I want you to actually see the Japanese for yourself. So, maybe there's a way I can get away with it by, like, holding my phone over it for my own translation purpose while I record it. Just kind of get, like, a pulley system to hold my phone to see the translation while I'm recording it. So, I have my ways. It's highly impractical, but I have my ways. And that's it. We're done with the mushrooms. Next time, the flowers.